Vivo's X series of smartphones are known for their design and cameras. In November last year, we got the Vivo X90 series with 3 smartphones, the X90, X90 Pro and X90 Pro Plus. While the X90 and X90 Pro had Dimensity 9200 chipset, the X90 Pro Plus had the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. This month, on the 13th, the Vivo X100 series is launching in the Chinese market, and as always, we already know a lot about these upcoming flagship phones. So in this video, let us talk about the X100 and X100 Pro. We haven't heard anything about the X100 Pro Plus, so it is quite possible that the Pro Plus version is launching later. Anyways, the X100 and X100 Plus are not much different when it comes to the design. Both the phones have the same camera module design on the back, so there is a big circular camera module, and while it looks like there are 4 cameras, in reality there is a triple camera setup, at least on the X100. Both the phones have a curved screen similar to the X90 and X90 Pro. Also, as you can see, there are some nice color options as well, at least for the X100 Pro. And coming to the specifications, the two phones are quite similar in a lot of areas. For example, both the phones have the MediaTek Dimensity 9300 chipset, which was announced today. This should also mean that if the X100 Pro Plus launches in the future, it will have the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, because that happened last year as well, where the X90 and X90 Pro had a MediaTek chipset, but the X90 Pro Plus had a Qualcomm chipset. Now, one thing worth mentioning is that while the storage is UFS 4.0 like every other flagship phone nowadays, X100 and X100 Pro have LPDDR5T RAM, not the LPDDR5X RAM. Well, the T stands for turbo, and it is almost 12.5% faster than the fastest LPDDR5X RAM. In fact, it is the world's fastest mobile DRAM at the moment. Now, just for context, the LPDDR5X reaches speeds of up to 8.5 gigabits per second. On the other hand, the LPDDR5T can go up to 9.6 gigabits per second. The display is also the same on both the phones. It is a 6.78-inch 120Hz 1.5K AMOLED panel with up to 120Hz refresh rate. Now, on paper, this sounds like the same display as the X90 and X90 Pro, but it is possible that there are some improvements in the brightness at least. Now, coming to the cameras, that is one area where the two phones differ. The Vivo X100 has a 50 megapixel primary camera with an f1.6 lens and OIS, a 50 megapixel ultra-wide camera and a 64 megapixel periscope camera with an f2.6 lens, 3x optical zoom and OIS. As for the X100 Pro, it has better sensors than the vanilla model, and there is a 50 megapixel sensor for the periscope camera, offering up to 4.3x optical zoom. The Pro also gets the Vivo's V3 ISP versus V2 on the vanilla model. The batteries are also different for both the phones. The X100 gets a 5000 mAh battery, whereas the X100 Pro has a 5400 mAh battery, significantly bigger than last year. Both the phones support 120-watt wired charging, but only the X100 Pro has 50-watt wireless charging support. And finally, both the phones run on Android 14 with the Origin OS 4 on top. And well, that is all we know about the Vivo X100 and X100 Pro so far. As for the price, Vivo has already announced that the vanilla model will launch in China at 3,999 yuan or around $549. Now, what's interesting is that this is the same price at which the Xiaomi 14 was recently launched in the Chinese market, and that phone has the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chipset, IP68 rating and also wireless charging. So it would be interesting to see the comparisons between these two phones. Anyways, that is all about this video, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.